Alright, now it is currently 5:13 p.m. on Wednesday the 4th of June, and I've just returned from EP Games. I have completely paid off my Switch 2 pre-order in preparation for tonight. I've also picked up a basic carry case, which I definitely overpaid for. I've also got a 12-month Switch Online membership, and that's it. That's all for now. So I'm just getting set up, getting prepared.
Okay, train robbing. Are you ready to go?
Yeah, I guess
Perfect.
so.
Yeah, come
all
on.
right. Okay.
Eat for two, don't you worry.
All right. You probably want.
World card for me, thank you.
Oh yeah. Let me see.
And the second thing I want to talk to you about is the Well Plus.
Perfect. Now,
plenty of benefits that come with that. The main thing is that for future trades you get an extra 5% bonus on
Now,
them. Any pre-orders for Pokemon or Donkey Kong while you're here, just $10.
I don't think so. Not today. They're too expensive. I'm just getting the Mario Kart bundle for now.
No problem. All right.
yeah, 110.
So, obviously, this is the most important piece of paper that you can ever have in your entire life right
Okay.
now. Do not lose this. If you lose this, we cannot give you your console.
We can't give it out right now.
So,
Okay.
protect it with your life.
All right.
So, I think that's pretty much
Oh, that is a spare charge.
everything I need to do for now. So, you are all good.
So just come back after
Come back
midnight.
at midnight.
Yep.
Probably the line's going to start happening around about 11:30. We're going to be closing up at around just before then to prep everything for launch.
Okay.
So jump back in. Your fast pass will still count for that. And then go from there.
Okay. Thank you very much.
So exciting! Are you got any spares? No spares. Why am I waiting in line? 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yeah! 8, 9. Fast pass listeners done. Head on in.
Mario Kart bundle. You can have that one, thank you.
Okay.
One, two marked off. Thank you so much for coming. Exit's just on your side over there.
Thank you.
Bags are at the front.
Thank you. Alright, we have made it home and we have both the new Switch 2 Pro Controller and the Switch 2 console itself right here. So let's get right into it. The box looks pretty cool from the sides, and on the back you've just got the Switch 2 branding. Now let's break the seal, pull you out. Alright, let's open her up. And there we go, we've got the Switch 2 console itself and the two Joy-Cons. These look really sleek. They feel like they're much bigger than the original Switch Joy-Cons. They look really, really nice. I haven't actually seen these up close yet, and feels pretty good, pretty sleek. Now let's grab the console itself, pull that out. Oh, it's so clean. It's so clean. It actually isn't as light as I thought it would be. You got your kickstand right there. Oh, that's smooth. There's some resistance to that. It's really nice, actually. All right, let's lift this part up here. And immediately we've got our Mario Kart World code, which I'm going to redeem before this video is live. So no physical copy with this bundle, which is, it's alright. We have got a ultra high speed HDMI cable. This is so unlike Nintendo. And it looks pretty much just like the Switch 1 HDMI cable. It's just black. And we've got our Joy-Con straps. Does anyone actually use these? Yeah, if you need them, they're here. Alright, now if we lift this out, oh wow, okay, we've got a bunch of stuff in here. We have got a Joy-Con grip. If you've just got the Joy-Cons alone and you just need a more comfortable controller, this kind of achieves that, so there you go. We have got a, is this a USB-C cable? Detachable, that's interesting. So it comes off from the charger end, it looks like. What that also means is that in theory you can extend the cable if it's too short. It's about a meter, it's about the same as a HDMI cable length. But yeah, Nintendo USB-C to USB-C cable. If you're playing in like bed or something, you probably want to get like a 2 or 3 meter cable anyway. And here's the power brick, which is different. on the Switch 2 compared to the Switch 1. And what are the specs? Let's have a look for you guys right here. There you go. Looks like it's up to 60 watts. So that's a good start. But that does mean that, yeah, if you're going to use it docked, you need to use that power brick. You can't use the Switch 1 power brick for the docked mode. Here we go. Here's the Switch 2 dock, and it feels a bit wobbly. I mean, I feel like that's going to break if you have a kid that's particularly aggressive. But yeah, we've got 2 USBs on the front, and then if we open this bit here, we have got USB-C, HDMI, and finally, I think this is one of the first times for a Nintendo console, built-in Ethernet. And it looks like it's just gigabit Ethernet, but still, I'll take it because I don't want to be using any more USB to Ethernet adapters. I'm so glad they finally just put an Ethernet port in the console. Interestingly, they've dropped the USB 3 port that was on the Switch 1 stock on the inside. Yeah, it's not as easy to get in the dock as a Switch 1, but it works, it works. All right, let's get it all hooked up and we'll start playing around with it.
All right, so I've just connected the console to a dock so that we can get a better capture experience here. Now, the Joy-Cons aren't actually powering on, so I'm going to connect them to the console as shown on the screen. Let's do that now. All right, so that's been done, and we've got some nice, relaxing background music, which I hope isn't too copyrighted. Let's go English Australia. Australia, please read this important information, blah, 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 blah. All right, I've read that. Internet settings, okay, that should be pretty straightforward. It's got a wired connection going into it. Wired connection. Cool. System update time. All right, let's go. Well, I'm in Brisbane, UTC plus 10. You can use your Switch 2 console in a variety of playstyles to suit when, where, and how you'd like to play. You can adjust the stand so you can see the screen from your preferred angle when playing in tabletop mode. You can attach the Joy-Con 2 controllers as follows. You can use the accessories that came with the console to change how you hold the Joy-Con 2 controllers. Yeah, that's fine. Let's update. All right, and we're back. So the update is being completed and it's going to ask about system transfer. So I'm a little bit concerned about this because what I actually want to do is just transfer my user account, but also I want to leave the other profiles on there because one of the other users of the console has an Animal Crossing island and I want them to be able to play that on the Switch 1 without any issues. Like I want it to stay there. So let's see what this says. It allows you to transfer data, that's fine. Some data can be transferred. There are some types of data that aren't transferable. All users all save data screenshots, some settings. News cannot be transferred. That's fine. That's fine. Let's do it and see what happens. If you have a microSD Express memory card, please insert it. I do, but it's in the old Switch. It doesn't say what to do about that. I'm going to skip this then. Sign into your Nintendo account. Let's do that now. All right, it's QR code. That works for me. Okay, it wants a verification code, which I've got here. Signed in. All right, it's saying to move this console and the source Nintendo Switch console close together to receive the data. All right, let me grab my original Switch. All right, I'm reading that apparently it doesn't wipe the source console, and for Animal Crossing, you have to use a separate tool to transfer the island between consoles. Based on that, I'm going to assume it's going to keep the profiles on both consoles. It's just going to move the games over and the saves. So I'm going to hit next on my Switch 2, and the consoles are together. It's asking me to go to the settings on the Switch 1. And here we go. The only option is to start receiving data from my Switch 1. Here we go. Man, this is a bit boring though. I kind of wish it had something more fun like the Wii U and the 3DS transfer process had. You got to watch a bunch of Pikmin moving all your files across. It was really cool and unique. Thankfully, it's pretty quick though. I mean, the 3DS and Wii U had a very long transfer process. Like it took upwards of an hour in most cases. So this is, I guess, quick enough to not really matter, but still, they could have made it more Nintendo-y. All right, I've just cut ahead for you guys because it looks like it's about to finish now. Okay, and the console is rebooting. Here we go, receiving more data. Now we're preparing to start using this console. Okay, I've just cut ahead for you guys until the end, and it looks like we've successfully received data. Software will be downloaded later, so it hasn't done my software, question mark. Next, screenshots and videos will be imported from the SD card used with this Nintendo Switch console. Okay, so is it wanting me to insert it now? Okay, all right, I'll grab that. Let me insert it right now. Okay, and I've inserted it, and it's saying a system update is required to use the SD card. Okay, awesome. I thought I already did the system update. I guess there's another one. All right, let's do that. And then hopefully it brings me back to the transfer process and doesn't break the initial setup. Surely Nintendo was planned for this, right? Surely. All right, let me check out the Switch 1 and see if all my stuff's still there. Just loading into Animal Crossing now. I want to see if the island is there. Yeah, no, that's not good. Okay, I need to be able to get that back. The micro SD card can now be used. All right, let's go. Next. All right, screenshots and videos will be copied. Okay, let's do that. Screenshots and videos have been copied to the system memory. Remove the SD card from... Wait, why? Okay, it's been removed. Restart the console. Same theme as the one you're using on the source console will be applied. Okay. Cool. Setup complete. You can now press the home button to open the home menu. Ooh. What is this? Well, that's cool. That was a very cool introduction. But yeah, all my stuff is here. All my games starting to download. Very good. I do kind of want them on the SD card, but some new stuff down here. Pretty much the same UI as the Switch 1, just a bit more colorful. Let's have a look. System settings. How much storage have I got? 200 gig. Okay. Let me pop the SD card back in really quick. Oh, my SD card is not compatible because it needs to be SD Express. I thought it was, but I guess it isn't. Okay, I didn't plan for that. I just saw the SDXC logo and I'm like, oh, that's Express something, and nah, it's not. All right, that's fine. I will buy another SD card if I run out of storage, and I guess I'm gonna remove it then. All right, so first things first, let's have a look at the eShop. Let's see if it loads any faster than it did on the Switch 1. Enter your PIN or sign into your Nintendo account. Okay, that's cool. I like that. All right, wow. This is different. Okay. Is it faster? Yes. Well done, Nintendo. You've made a competent eShop. And it looks like the homepage has been tailored for the Switch 2, so you don't have all this shovelware, like mobile tier garbage sitting on the home screen. This feels a lot more premium than the Switch 1 did. And is that video? That's video playing. Oh my god. So you can play video in the previews now. That's pretty cool. Looks like they're actually using some of the Switch 2 power. So what's actually out right now? Well, I've got Mario Kart World, which I'm going to install in a moment. Cyberpunk, I wouldn't bother playing on a Switch unless I was really desperate, you know, because this is the kind of game you play on a big screen TV at 4K with all the RTX stuff on everything. Switch 2 welcome tour. Now, have they dropped this to be free? No, they have not. I don't see anybody buying this. You would have to be really, really keen to spend money on a demo like this. Maybe I'll check it out for the video, but I don't know, man. I don't like this idea of paying for a demo. Really, it should be free. We've got Fortnite. I'll download that just because I want to see how it runs compared to the Switch 1. Switch 1 was, I think, capped to 30 FPS at 720p. So that's downloading. All right, what's on sale? What's the current offers? All right, we've got some big games here. Grand Theft Auto, Just Dance. These are some decent titles. These have obviously been tailored for the launch, but still, these aren't terrible prices. I didn't know Grounded was on the Switch 2. Is it on the Switch 1? No, it's just like a Switch 1 title. That's really cool. Wow. Yeah, I'm probably not going to be buying a lot of this because I tend to stick with the Nintendo first-party titles. That's kind of why I bought the console. But having said that, with them being at the current prices that they are, I haven't bought any launch games other than the Mario Kart bundled game. But I'm not paying $80 for a new game. So it looks like the charts, Mario Kart World's at the top, obviously, because it's the launch game. Deltarune, I don't know what's special about that. I think there was some stuff in the Nintendo Direct about this having new content, so I guess they added that. All right, so what's going on with these upgrade packs? Okay, so if you have the Switch Online expansion pack, you don't need to pay for it. Improved resolution, frame rates, and HDR support. That's crazy that you have to pay for that though. What the hell? But then if you have the expansion pack, it's $60 a year. Man, that's wild, Nintendo. I don't know about that. I was just going to get this. How much is a family expansion pack? $110. Holy crap. Yeah, I don't think so. I was thinking it would be cool to play Breath of the Wild, but I'd have to purchase the game. But also, like, I didn't realize I'd also have to spend $20 or $100 on the subscription or the expansion pack. That's crazy. All right, whatever. There are some good games on here. These are all Switch 2 exclusive, it looks like. Hogwarts Legacy, Hitman, Cyberpunk. Yeah, there's a fair few. Well, here's what I'm going to do first. I'm going to redeem my Mario Kart World download code because I want to get that installed right away. Mario Kart World, redeem. Yes, let's go. I think I'm going to be running out of storage pretty soon, to be honest. I don't know, how long is this going to take to download? 10 minutes? All right, that's not too bad. I think the download speeds have improved over the Switch one. Now, I'm going to run the Animal Crossing Horizon Islands transfer tool because I want to move the island back to my Switch one. Okay, let's close this and let's just make sure it has actually transferred over to my Switch one. How to use mouse controls? Oh, wow. Okay. Really? Oh, wow. Man, this is not, this is not ergonomic. Looks like you can use either Joy-Con. But yeah, I'm using my mouse pad right now. Let me give them the benefit of the doubt and let's just put the strap on. And I mean, it probably has its uses, but damn, is this like not that comfortable to use? Like, I wouldn't want to be using this for more than like 30 seconds. Yeah, I'd rather a real mouse. Let me pair my other controller.
The Pro Controller version 2. This isn't actually sealed, it looks like, so we can just pull this out like so. And it just seems to slide out. It does not want to come out. There we go. We got it eventually. So some safety information. We've got another USB-C cable. I've got so many of these now. I don't even know what to do with them. But it's USB-C to USB-A in the new black Nintendo Switch 2 color. And it's really, really thin. This feels really, really cheap. I'm not going to lie. Like, this cable is so thin. And it's got a white back on it, which is an interesting choice. And the, oh wow, man, this feels good. Yeah, the thumbsticks have like a white accent underneath as well. So you've got the new C button here, which is one of the reasons I got the controller, but also I wanted the new grip and the back buttons on this as well. CL and CR, on a GLGR. These buttons are a bit bigger than on the original Pro controller. Let me just grab mine to compare. So here you go, here's the two controllers, the original versus the Switch 2 edition. And yeah, it looks like the buttons are slightly bigger. These buttons are more kind of exposed, so you can press these easily without having to push so far inwards. The thumbsticks, these are a bit stiffer, which is good. I think this is actually going to give you more precision in games as well. D-pad, this D-pad feels a lot better. Like, it feels like it's a lot harder to actually press inwards, if that makes sense, like to press the wrong input. So I think this will make me more accurate in stuff like Mario Maker. So I'm excited for that. Yeah, I'm actually really glad I got this controller. I originally thought it wasn't much of an upgrade, but looking at it now, like the grip, it's so comfortable and the buttons just feel a lot better. And then the other thing is this is also compatible with the Switch 2, so I can do 2-player with Pro controllers.
All right, there we go. We're connected. Okay, sweet. Let's have a look at the settings actually. So we got flight mode, screen brightness, Bluetooth audio, internet settings, window controls, accessibility, nothing too exciting. And screenshots and videos, user data, controllers, mouse sensitivity can be changed. I can update the camera. I can test the USB camera. Wait, so can I just use a random camera of my choice? I don't have to use the Switch 2 camera. I can test input devices. Audio should always be TV, right? TV sound should be 5.1. This is a really good demo to test your setup. Like, I've never seen something that actually shows what speakers you have and don't have. TV resolution, you can do up to 4K. Dock output info, we're just doing 1080p at the moment. Full range RGB, screen burn-in reduction, that's good. 120 Hz output, that's only available at 1080p and 1440p, which sucks. I would want that on my TV at 4K, but Nintendo doesn't have a console that does that, so this is the best we'll get. Edit your Miis, Amiibos. Themes, we still have the defaults. I really would expect Nintendo to come out with some themes in the coming days. It's been, what, 10 years and we still have basic white, basic black on the Switch ecosystem, and it's really upsetting. Like, they meant to add more and then for some reason they just never did. So please, more. All right, we've got sleep mode settings, notifications, they're all good. System, it's already up to date. Chris Pro Switch 2, it's good. Console lock, I don't really care enough. All right, looks like all my main games have installed here. Let's give Mario Kart World a try. New animation right here, loading in. This reminds me of the trailer. All right, here we go. Let's log in. Stickers, map, manual, wireless play, online play, multiplayer, and single player. You can also free roam if you press plus at the bottom right. Let's start with single player, I guess. We got the Grand Prix and we got Knockout Tour, time trials, versus race and battle. Grand Prix will be fine. I always play as Toad, but who have we got here? We got a few characters. It can be a cow, a snowman, a pokey, Cheep Cheep, Monty Mole. These are normally all the enemies that you see in the first few Mario Kart games. It's good that you can play as them finally. Oh my god, you can be a Goomba. All right, I'm going to be Toad, classic Toad. I normally tend to go with bikes. It seems to have good handling and acceleration. So let's see how we go with this one. So we got 7 cups to start with. Less than any Mario Kart game that's ever released, right? We got Mario Bros. Circuit. We got some new maps in there, some old maps in here. We got Moo Moo Meadows, Toad Factory, no Coconut Mall. I'm really surprised they haven't included all of the Mario Kart 8 maps. Let's start with 50cc. This is pre-rendered. This is definitely pre-rendered. You can see the compression. Here we go. First race. 3, 2, 1, go. Controls seem to be pretty similar to what I'm used to. Oh my god, they're gonna use all my mushrooms. With 3 stars. New character Donkey Kong. Let's go. All right, well, that was that. What's stickers? Ah, okay. They're doing different things. You got the manual and you got free roam. So I can just drive. Oh, wow. I want that. I want that yellow thing. Come here, yellow thing. What is that? I have a burger. A Toad burger. Oh my god, I'm a truck. I am a truck. Can I ride the truck with the truck? No, I cannot ride the truck with the truck. That is insane. Do I get to keep it or is it going to blow up? Oh, I shouldn't do that, right? Oh, no, it's running out. Okay. All right, we're connecting online. Hopefully the online is actually somewhat good. Here we go. I get to pick the map. Let's go for Crown City. Here we go. Oh my god, there's so many people. Hey, 4th place, not bad. Oh, that was the end. Okay, well, I didn't do that well. All right, let's just check out Fortnite to see how well it runs because this is a good reference point for me because I have this on PC and on Xbox One. So, all right, let's jump. 3, 2, 1, drop. Man, 60 FPS. Like, this is a significant upgrade from the Switch one. Like, it's a game changer. Yeah, I haven't played controller in a long time, but if I was good on controller, I think I could play pretty well on here. Oh my god, I'm dead. I placed 9th. I feel like he's not on the Switch too, like me. Yeah, no, I wasn't building like that. There's no way I could build like that on controller, unfortunately. Yeah, guys, this is Mario Maker, and it plays like Mario Maker. It doesn't really feel like it's poorly emulated or anything. Sounds the same. It feels responsive. Doesn't seem any better, like, graphics wise. Not that this game would really be able to benefit from it. You know, half of it's pixelated art. World record. Lovely. Nobody I know is online right now, so unfortunately I cannot demonstrate the chat feature, but you've seen the video. You know what it's like. Interestingly, I've just noticed that I can't actually open YouTube. It tells me to go to support.nintendo.com. So it looks like no YouTube on Switch 2 at launch. You would think that would just be compatible with it, right? What about Twitch? Does Twitch work? Nope, no Twitch either. So you've got no video streaming platforms on the Switch at launch. And no browser, nothing, no media. So it's purely just games. Anyway, we've pretty much covered everything that's on the Switch 2 that is new. We've taken a look at a few games and how they run, and it looks pretty good. It looks like it'll be able to render some pretty good games, especially when Nintendo comes out with some more exclusives. I want to see more Zelda. I want to see more Mario. I want to see Yoshi, Toad. Also, Animal Crossing would be a good one to see a sequel for. Anyway, that's pretty much going to be it for this video. Please leave a like if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. You can check me out on Twitch. I stream like once a year, or you can join my Discord, which is mostly empty, but we often talk in the game chats if you want to say hi. So yeah, other than that, I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.